Laughing.
You're gonna watch it. So I'm gonna pretend it's real. So um today I picked love. It's an interesting topic
What an
that we
original
all know.
idea.
Hmm?
Never mind.
It's an interesting topic that we all know and talk about to this day. And I thought it would be fun to choose it. Because we know love, but we don't know love. What does that mean? Did you know the greatest man to ever live died because of love? You can find love in many passages in the Bible based on love. Oops, I said it wrong. You can find love in many different passages in the Bible because it is a great topic. Even today, people enjoy listening and watching movies and music based on love. We even have a day dedicated to love, Valentine's Day. With everything we know about love, you would think we are experts. Yet, we still hurt the people we love. We do wrong towards them, we gossip, and we make fun of other people's shortcomings. So, what is love and why is it important? Friends, don't be confused or misguided by love that we see on TV or social media, because it's flawed. According to Webster's dictionary, love is having strong and deep affection for someone or something. Love applies to everyone, because we all love something or someone. Now, here is how the Bible defines love. In Romans 13:8 and 10, it says that love is the fulfillment of the law. Why is that? Because when we truly love someone, we would not want to hurt them or cause them any harm. The Ten Commandments says, "Thou shalt not murder." But if you love someone, would you want to kill them? It says, "Thou shalt not steal." But if you love someone, would you want to steal from them? That is why when we love someone, it is a fulfillment of the law. To simply put it, we won't cause any harm to anyone that we love. What else is love like? If you open your Bibles, if you have one, turn to 1 John 4, verse 18. I'm reading from the New International Version, and it says, "There is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. The one who fears is not made perfect in love." Let's focus on the first sentence. There is no fear in love. Right away from that sentence, we know that in love there is no fear. Why? Read the rest of the passage. Perfect love drives out fear. The one who fears is not made perfect in love. What is the greatest way to love? Jesus proved that the greatest way to love someone was sacrifice. He himself sacrificed his love for our salvation. 1 John 3, verse 16. We know what real love is because Jesus gave up his life for us. So we also ought to give up our lives for our brothers and sisters. We need to sacrifice ourselves as a way to show love to someone. Now, sacrifice doesn't necessarily have to be your life. It can be your time, it can be your dreams. You can sacrifice your time to help your neighbor with some repairs he needs. You can sacrifice your dreams. You can say, "God, I will lay aside my dreams to pursue your will." Let me share with you my friend Mark. He loved basketball. Mark practiced day and night because that's what it takes to be better. Even when he was invited to hang out or go to parties, he often chose to practice. He sacrificed his time to do something he loved. Now today, Mark is training in the summer camp for young teens. He's on his way to becoming a great basketball player. Mark loved basketball, but there is so much else to love. You can love more than just basketball. You can love more than your friends. You can love more than your family. In fact, God commands us to love not just our neighbors, but also our enemies. Let me briefly tell you a story that you might already be familiar with. The Good Samaritan. Jesus told a parable about a traveler who was stripped of his clothing, robbed, and left half to death. Now, if you see someone dying or in need of help, wouldn't you want to help them? That is exactly not what the following people did. Along the road, there was a priest, and he saw the poor man just laying there, half to death, beaten up with injuries. And you know what he did? He just walked passed by. Now there was another one, a Levite. He saw him, and like the priest, he just walked past. Now, there was another man, a Samaritan. Jews and Samaritans were enemies, so it was very unusual when the Samaritan came up to the person, bandaged his wounds, and helped him out. He took him to an inn, and he left and said to the innkeeper, "When I come back, I will pay for every expense that this man had." What an amazing display of love. It seems so hard to love our enemies because they are our enemies. We've harbored a disliking toward them over time, and when you see them, it's like you can't even stand to be in the same room with them. It's most likely that you are looking at the wrong enemy. Look deep inside them. What is really the difference between the two of you? You are both image bearers. Both of you were created by God. The truth is, the devil is our enemy. Have you watched the movie War Room? For those of you who haven't seen it, the movie goes like this. A husband, Tony, flirts with temptation, and wife Elizabeth becomes increasingly bitter. Crumbling under the strain of failing marriage, their lives take an unexpected turn for the better when Elizabeth meets her newest client, Miss Clara, who encourages the couple to find happiness through prayer. Notice, she prayed for her husband. In Matthew 5:43, Jesus said, "You have heard it was said, love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I tell you, love your enemies. Pray for them, for those who persecute." It's not working. Other view. Pray for those who persecute you, that you may be the children of your Father in heaven. Let's look back. What is love? Love is a fulfillment of the law, because love does no harm to your neighbor. Love covers all sin, and sacrificial love is the greatest way to love, whether it's your time, talents, or dreams. We focus our love on everybody, including our enemies. That's it. That's all I have so far.
I love money.